Hey, Facebookers, what's up? My wife's probably gonna laugh at me.
Yeah. He's gonna sit over here and burp.
Yay! She just ate. So anyway, I figured I'd do a live breakdown of the guitar parts in Ghost Dance. The song seems to be gaining some traction on internet radio, and a lot of people seem to be really digging on it. So figured I'd let you guys get familiar with how the actual song is played, you know, for all the guitar players out there. So yeah, so adjust this just a little bit, and so yeah, here it goes. The guitar is dropped down to a step and a half below standard tuning, which would be a C sharp, I guess. And then the C sharp string is dropped down to a B, so it's a dropped B tuning. And so anyway, that's about half the record is in that tuning, and the other half is in C sharp, a step and a half down. So yeah, I did have a good birthday, thank you. And so yeah, we're gonna start with the initial, I guess, the A part, or the verse riff. So it starts out on the 1, so it's just like that. And so it's so that's the complete riff. So it just basically pedals between 1 and open, and then it just hits a bar chord on the 3, and then it goes into like an odd time signature, and there's a quick in there. So that's 1 on the 2nd string and 3 on the 1st string. So it's just like that. And the second time, it's so it's what it is. It's like a chord, just a power chord on the 3 and the 5. But I put the root down there, which is on the 3rd string. Kind of gives it a like a suspended kind of feel. So the riff, I'll just play it the way it's played on the record. I fucked it up. So that's the verse. The chorus riff is actually that verse riff. It's weird. It's been around for. Thanks, man. I like that riff too. That riff was originally like this. But it was so hard. Like when Jay got behind the drums and started jamming on it, it just kept speeding up and kept speeding up. So we took out the, because we were going. It was just a pain in the ass, kind of. So we were like, yeah, let's just go. And it kind of gave it a little more groove. You know, we kind of liked it better that way. But the chorus riff is kind of inspired by old school like Death and Bolt Thrower and that kind of stuff, like just old, just death metal kind of stuff. So it starts here on the 4th fret, 2nd string, just 1 hit. So it's that's that. So that's that. So it's so it does that a couple times, and then I think one of the guys, I don't know if it's Mike or Jay or both of them, said it'd be cool on the second part of this to just ride that low string. So we left out the dun 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 dun, you know, the kind of the moving around part. So we just went. We still kept that turnaround. So it just kind of ride that low string and kind of groove on it, and it's a good like headbanging part, you know. And that's where Jay and Travis are going ghost dance.
Want me to do that part for you?
Yeah. Ready? I called you out. So anyway, so the two parts together go something like this. Back in, and so yeah, it's like in 3/4. It's in a weird time signature. It's kind of weird. And if you screw it up, it's kind of hard to like get back into it. But anyway, that's those two parts. Just keep going around and around and around. We do those two parts twice, and then the song kind of takes a different turn, and it kind of goes into like an octave part. So we're on the 10th. We're in the 10th position. And so what I'm doing is I'm taking the octave and I'm moving the root up half a step. And I go down to the 4th fret and play the octave. So it's kind of makes some weird chords. So it turned out to be a really cool section. So that's the part where in the song Ghost Dance, it's about the Wounded Knee Massacre. And that part is when all hell breaks loose and the Native Americans are getting slaughtered, basically. So that's that part, and we just, wanted to come up with something kind of different. We haven't really done octaves much in our songs, and that progression just kind of came out of a jam session one day when we were trying to put this song together. The last part is a thing that Mike wrote, and on bass. So we're kind of going to, I guess it's G sharp. Alright, Where's your nip, Sean? So anyway, now this video is gonna get flagged. But anyway, so yeah, we're. This part took me forever to figure out. So what it is, it's G sharp minor, I just kind of alternate. It does that a few times, and that's when the song kind of takes the melancholy kind of turn. And you know, we were, you know, the Native Americans realize that they're just, you know, they do their ghost dance, and they feel like that's all they have left to do. So anyway, yeah, pretty sad. And then we end the song with some arpeggiations. That's how the song ends. So we'll let's do a quick run through of the whole song here. 1, 2, 3, 4. there you have it. Thanks for watching. Thanks, Craig. I appreciate that. Yeah. That's Mike originally. We were putting that song together, and like Mike, man, he has a real good good ideas for where songs need to go. Basically, like a lot of the times, I'll bring in a couple of things. Or in this instance, on this record, Jay has even brought in a couple of things on the riffs, and very rarely do any of us do complete songs. We'll just have riffs lying around on our phones, wherever. But actually, my neighbors are way away, like half a block away. So yeah, they don't ever complain. So yeah, honestly, at least the noise. They complain about everything else, but
we used to have practice.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, we used to have practice here, and nobody ever bitched or anything. Yeah, prior to the tornado, right? And as far as writing, I don't know. I'll just practice at home, and stuff comes out, and I always have my phone on me, and I'll have just record riffs that I play while I'm practicing. And like I said, very rarely do we have completed songs to bring to the table. Yeah, the inversions are yeah. It was kind of cool. I love keeping the same note and the root the same, and just moving it's kind of cool to throw that into it doesn't even sound like a metal riff at all, but it totally gave it that real sad feel. So it was this guitar is a Solar V 6-string. Yeah, Happy Accidents, man. That's where a lot of the stuff comes from. So yeah, this Solar, I've been with them for going on almost a year. That's kind of crazy. I'm wearing my Solar shirt. They're one of the companies that I'm lucky to be endorsed by. So yeah, and then I got my custom audio mutation amplifier back here, and my Arachnid cabinet, Firebird strap, my Intune Demon Face Stalingrad's cross guitar picks. I didn't expect all the questions. Sorry. I feel like I'm somewhat prepared though. So anyway, yeah, the Happy Accidents thing. That song, like I said, the beginning of the video, the first riff, that the kind of thing is, that was something that I think Mike may have written that actually, but it was a little different. And then when Jay started playing drums to it, we changed it and made it not quite as choppy, and it had us a little more of a groove to it. And the chorus section, I think, was something I came up with on the spot. Basically, the guys were like, "I'm hearing kind of like the band Death or Bolt Thrower," and so that's where that came in. And we thought it'd be cool to just do a chuggy, just kind of ride one string for a little bit, just like old school death metal type stuff. So yeah, that's kind of where where that came from. As far as the second half of the song, that kind of came from out of, I don't know where that came from. I think we were playing the song, and that's basically where my hand went. It just went to that position, and it went to that octave, and everybody was like, "That's cool." It's just where my hand went. That's what he said. So so and so
You asked for that.
I know. So yeah, it's that's where it ended up. It was just the natural way the song went. And all right, man, Craig, take care of you too. I appreciate you, Craig. Everybody, Craig Hecht. He's in the Third Bridge, and he actually does a solo on the new record on the song Stingray, and it freaking rips. It's like this really cool rock blues thing. And yeah, it did. It just came naturally, and that's where the song needed to go. And I remember when that part came about, everybody was like, "Man, it kind of sounds like if Sonic Youth wrote death metal." And so that's kind of what happens, you know. We all listen to so much different stuff that it just comes out, and whether or not the song's about the Wounded Knee Massacre, yeah, and was that 1800s, late 1800s, I think. Yeah, so our singer Travis really wanted to write it about that. So and his lyrics are just outstanding. He did a really good job, and for him to sing over that syncopated weird riff was really cool. He did an excellent job, and this is Travis's first time singing in a band, pretty much, you know. So we took a little bit of a risk. He played guitar in HRB, I think.
Well, didn't he sing?
Did he sing a little bit?
That's right,
James.
I'm an
Yeah.
idiot.
But yeah. Because I'm an idiot.
I thought he sang some.
He may have sang like backups or something, but yeah, this is, you know, it was kind of like Travis was our friend, and he was our old singer. James is like one of his best friends. They were in a band together in the 90s called HRB, and pardon me. So it was just kind of a natural choice to get Travis on board. Anyway, so yeah, Travis wrote some really cool lyrics, and if you go to our Bandcamp, they're up there if you search up the song. So the album was recorded in our bass player Mike's third-story house. The third floor of it, he converted into a studio. I mean, it's got an old mixing board from the late 70s in there. It's made by Ramza. I think Panasonic makes it. And so we were able to get like this kind of gnarly, raw, warm sound, but still recording to digital. You know, we went through all this analog gear first, and I think it really gave this album kind of a dark, you know, vibe. So yeah, we basically we had, I'd say, about half the album written, if that, before we started recording, and we wrote the album as we were recording it. That was the first time we've ever done that. Usually we write, play shows, road test the songs, I guess, if you want to call it that, and then we'll record them. This time was completely different. Part of it was due to the whole quarantine thing, and so we just didn't have much choice, honestly. I mean, it was just all there was for us to do, and so that's how it came out. But anyway, yeah, I appreciate you guys tuning in and all the cool questions and stuff you asked. It made the video pretty interesting for me, so I'm glad people tuned in and actually give a shit. So I think I'm gonna sign off for the evening, and you guys all have a good night. And
Tuning in for me.
probably, yeah. My wife says they're tuning in for her. I can turn the camera on if you want.
I'll say hi. I don't give a fuck. Hi.
It's my wife Bianca.
See, I'm cordial and I'm nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hi, people.
So yeah, take it easy, Mike. Good seeing you. And Kat, thanks for all the cool questions. Still really anxious to see the interview that you did for us and everything. 'Cause there was a ton of questions and some really cool ones. So I'm really looking forward to seeing that. So you guys have a great night, and talk to you later. Cheers.